key, this is what he said in that Think and Grow Rich. The key to succeeding in life is to know what you want. The key to succeeding in life is to know what you want. The voice drifted. And I'm going to tie this to Scripture. This is a key. To know what you want. If you were to be asked that question in particular right now, what would be your answer? You say, well, I could do with $10 million. Okay, let me show you how life can work. You can get a $10 million check today and the news that you got a deathly cancer tomorrow. And it's going to cost you $10 million to be healed. You will pay for that healing, and you'll still end up right back where you are.
Yes.
You heal, but you broke.
Yes.
So when I talk about riches, it's much more than money. See, we only think about money as material, but life can show you that a whole lot of things is more important than just a dollar, because there's a lot that money can't buy.
Yes.
So if you don't have a handle on what's important to you in life, you can have the request fulfilled and still the next day end up right back where you started.
Yes.
And you can't charge God for not giving it to you. He gave it to you. But the circumstances rob you.
Yes.
So if you, again, had the ability to answer the question of what do I really not just need or want today, there's a whole lot that could be taken into consideration, because you can get the answer and still end up right back. Because the situation can rob you of that. That makes sense to you?
Amen.
So don't be so quick to say, well, just give me $100 million. It don't matter what it is. You'll give every dime to keep from dying. Yeah, you think it through. So he says that's some of the problem, is that people don't know what they want. And so they're kind of drifting through life, like a ship that it doesn't have the guide on the back. And so whatever way the water is blowing, they're subject to the direction of the wind, what way it's blowing, and they're flowing with water. They don't have a handle on how to get to where they're going. They just kind of, drifting. That's what he says. Key. Gotta know what you want in life. This is what he offered. And this is where I'm going to tie this to Scripture and move on. He says, to begin with, this is something that we should practice daily. He named two things: visualizing and verbalizing what we want. And he calls that, the technical term would be auto-suggestion. You can look that up. That's seeing and speaking, which is right along with what Jesus taught in the Scripture, that man pray, believe that you have received him.
Yes.
Believe that you have received him, and you shall have him. Or you shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed. See it, speak it, visualize it, verbalize it. Our Lord. So it's called a suggestion. He's talking about success. Let me show you something in the Scripture. You got to see it. So Mark 9, Jesus said, if you can believe, you understand now, all things are possible. You will believe. You believe this. It's a practice of seeing, speaking, so forth and so on, for all the suggestions. Okay. Let's put this in context of the Scripture. Let's start with Psalms. This is not my key scripture, but it's the one I want to open up with, get you in the vein of where I'm going and what I'm trying to teach you this morning. Look at what Psalms says, Psalms 1. This is a few verses. Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor stands in the path of sinners, or sits in the seat of the scornful. I can explain that, but that's here and there. So this scripture, we'll keep moving. Here's what I want to get to. But his delight. See, go back to what Napoleon says. You got to know what you want. That's what that word delight means. You are focused on what it is that you want. His delight, his desire, his drive, whatever it is he focuses on, is in the law of the Lord. It is. And in his law, he meditates day and night. Napoleon just said, you got to visualize it and verbalize it. Do it at least in the morning when you wake up, and do it at night before you go to sleep. Before your day starts, visualize how your day going to end. And verbalize it that good things are going to happen to me today. I see myself winning. And he said, when you go to sleep at night, visualize that tomorrow will even be greater, that God will speak to me in my sleep. I speak that my rest shall be peaceful. I speak that tomorrow I shall have favor. Wake up, set the tone for your day. And then when you go to sleep at night, go to sleep with your mind set before God, prophesying what tomorrow going to be like. And David said, meditate day and night, in the morning and in the evening. Yes. But you won't do that if you don't know what you want. What do you want every day when you wake up? What you need God to do? See it happening and speak it. Prophesy over your day. Loose the anointing through your words over the day. And then he says, before you go to sleep, clear your mind of everything that has happened. See yourself winning. That no matter what happened today, tomorrow going to be better, going to be greater. I'm going to sleep. My rest shall be sweet. My rest shall be peaceful. Angels shall guard over me. And I shall wake up in the morning anew with a fresh outlook on life. And favor going to come from everywhere. I'm already I'm going to sleep in the peace. He says, that man shall be blessed. Meditate on this day and night. Look what he says. He shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of waters, who brings forth fruit in his season. Goes on talking about leaves. And whatever he does shall prosper. So there's a connection to your prosperity and what you're meditating upon in the morning and in the night. Whoa. Yes, Lord. Meditate day and night. Put it before God. He says, that man be like a tree planted by the rivers of water. He's connecting your prosperity with what you're thinking about, what you're meditating on. You will meditate properly if you don't know what you want. That's why Napoleon started off by saying, before you do anything, know what you want. And then meditate, see it come into pass. Thank you, Lord God. See the raise. See the increase. See the promotion. And then if you truly see it, you see it in your mind, speak it. God, I thank you for my promotion. God, I thank you for my raise. God, I thank you for my new position. God, I thank you. Speak it, because words got power. Words have power. Words have power. Can I tell you what the law is? That everything there is subject to a word. God spoke out as what we believe and teach in the midst of nothing and said, let there be light. Light didn't ask a question. Light didn't say, who am I? I'll define you. It simply reciprocated, responded, and produced what God said. Everything, all creation is subject to a word, and the word of God. And you got the word of the Lord in your mouth.